to the UltraCycling magazine show.
Well, hello again. It's Lee Kreider here with UltraCycling magazine. And of course, something just happened to my phone I got to take care of here. There we go. Jim's not here. He's down there working again. There really is a Jim lawyer, but we just have so much trouble with him here. Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on here. Anyhow, hopefully I got that stopped. You probably didn't hear it. It's probably playing on my hearing aids here. Anyhow, this is the UltraCycling magazine. We're here and we're talking to Jim. I don't know. Excuse me. Going to have to do that. Just take my hearing aids out. UltraCycling magazine. Everything's going crazy here all of a sudden. And as I said, Jim is not with us. He's working down there. So it's going to just be little old me again today, and we struggle along as best we can. We just want to tell you that we are here because of the Race Across America time stations here in Ohio, time station 41 in Oxford, time station 42 in Blanchester, and time station 43 in Chillicothe. And of course, Mike Minium, the sign man who puts the signs up along the way. We appreciate that you like them. You'll have a chance to get a sign as you come through at one of our time stations. They're a great place to get autographs, keepsake, put it on your trophy wall. We'll tell you more about how to do that in the near future. And also, we want to be sure that you follow us on Facebook and give us a subscribe on YouTube. And while you're there, we want to make sure that you ring that bell. So we get to know you better, and you get to know us better as well. Then I'm looking back and forth at my notes here. I don't generally have to do this, but I do today. We do have some news to deal with here. News that probably most all of you already know. First of all, is that the Race Across America has announced that the finish this year will be moving to Atlantic City rather than Annapolis. I have had some phone calls about this, people asking, what's this all about? I don't know. I'm just telling you what the announcement is. And one person wanted to know, is this going to add, we're going to get rid of any of the climbing in West Virginia and Maryland and so far? Now, I don't think so. I think it's going to stay there. How much distance is it going to add to the race? I don't know. I'm guessing probably around 100 miles, but the race has changed distances off and on over the years, and that's just one of the things that goes with it. The other announcement you may have already heard, it came just a little glitch in a comment, was that Larry Osling is going to try to restart Sebring this year yet. And he's going to have a date in March the 23rd to renew the Sebring race once again. I know a lot of people would be happy to hear that. We'll try to get in touch with Larry and get a little more information from him shortly, because I'm sure that people are going to want to know very soon more about that. Also, on the website, you have our show notes. We want to make sure you go down there at ucm.bike and look at the show notes. there is a link to a history of the race across America that was published about 10 years ago, but they just re-announced it because of all the comments regarding changes. It just kind of goes over some of the past changes that's happened over the years, and that's a good thing to review. We also want to remember that Coal Country Roubaix is coming up here in Ohio, and John Hoopengarner is going to talk to us about that.
Hi, this is John Hoopengarner. I'm the first entrant in next year's Coal Country Roubaix as presented by Joe Lawhorn. In fact, it's probably the only time I will be first on anything. On April 27th of 2024 will be Ohio's newest premier gravel event, featuring a 50K distance, 100K distance, 100 miles, and 300 miles. More climbing than you can stand. You can find a link below in the description at ucm.bike.
Thanks, John, for reminding us of that. And again, ucm.bike, you'll find a link there, both to the Coal Country Roubaix Facebook page, as well as a link to the registration. Both of those are very long addresses. We made it easy. Just click on the link you'll find there. All right, next week. We can find next week here. Next week, we're going to Australia with Hannah Pascoe and Kara Roderick-Wandless. Hannah is blind, and she was stoked bike with Kara as captain as they did New Zealand north to south, which, New Zealand's not a very big country, but north to south, it's long and skinny and narrow, and some of it's kind of rugged. It's quite a challenge. They have set that, and we're also happy to tell you that Joanna Sharp, our New Zealand representative, will be co-hosting that show, the host du jour. That's coming up next week. And then for the holidays, we got kind of a special thing we're working on here. Joe Barr and Joe Mooney is going to come on for a holiday special. It's going to be on the 28th of December. I think that's a Thursday. It's between our Christmas and New Year's. And we're going to celebrate Joe's rather remarkable recovery from his accident. And Jill's going to share us a little bit about how she helped Joe to get through that and make that happen. And we're expecting to have a really great time. That's on the 28th, and you'll be hearing more about that. Let's see. Have I covered all the territory that we need to carry? I think we have. With that, we're going to finally bring on our guests here. Damian in Poland. Damian, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm in good mood and good attitude to talk.
Well, I guess you just got back from a workout. Tell me about it.
Yes, it was 6 hours in steady pace, about 3.2 watts per kilo. Quite easy ride, but 6 hours with no breaks on indoor cycling.
Okay, and just remember, everybody, you can talk to Damian here if you want to. I see several people out there. Let's make your comment and questions. Just put it in either Facebook or YouTube, either way, and we'll see it here, and we'll post it for him to reply to you. And we do have one comment here to show up. Greg Zuber, the voice of the UltraCycling magazine. Good wishes to all the UltraCycling people, and good wishes to you, Greg. You always do a great job. We appreciate what you do. So, Damian, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 33 years old. I'm living in Poland, in Józefów. It's near to Warsaw. I am a dietitian. I have my own company, and I'm training people who want to improve their sports skills, especially cycling skills. Of course, different type of cycling, ultra cycling, typical cycling, triathlon. Sometimes, to my own, I'm training people who want to run. And also, I prepare this clinic diet for my clients that my life is all the time about sport and cycling, especially that love this really. I have my wife, I have cat, and I small house. Live. I'm really happy about this, and I think it's everything from me.
And the name of your company is?
It's Naoshi Training and Dietitian.
Okay.
Also, we prepare the sports camp for people.
Oh, well, how many camps do you generally run? I mean,
It's about till now we do about 10, 12 camps, and a year we do about 4 or 5 camps, about 1 week. It's camps are prepared for this. In Poland, it's said for green. That it's for fresh people on bikes. We training their skills to ride in the group, to ride like in peloton, and also to have really safety attitude on road, and how to improve their skills, not only to improve their form, but improve their skills on the road. It's so important because now it's a lot of accidents, and everyone should know how to do this on bike. And maybe for a lot of people it's easy, and it's like not something new, but I think it's really important to give this knowledge for people who try to ride more than 5 kilometers per day, for safety, of course.
so you were able to start out with people that are very new to cycling and bring them along, correct?
Yes, 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 yes.
And
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Also, I organized, but I think we talk about this later. This training for race around Poland, 300 kilometers. I also prepare to my own with Ramek this training rides for this before the race. That also I like to do this. Also, now I have my own training on Zwift. This internet application to training, and I write with people, and we improve this one of the few of the skills to be better cyclists, especially in this. It's this strange on bike, that low cadence and a few reps during 1.5 hours of training every Friday at 7 o'clock. It's open training that everyone can join, and this training is prepared by my own trainer. That it's really concrete. We can be sure that the training will improve skills. It's prepared by professional trainer.
Okay. And again, we want to remind everybody that you can comment, and can post your comments. We'd like to know where you're from. Just tell us where you're from. I'll bet there's some people from Poland watching. Click in here and tell us where you're from, your name, and we'd be glad to hear from you. And by the way, you can find a link to Damian's company on our website, ucm.bike. If you go down into the show notes, you'll see it there, and you can look at it and see all the things that they're doing there. Damian, how did you get into cycling?
Well,
Let me say this: your picture suggests that you weren't one time the trim, thin guy I'm looking at now. Is that true?
yes. I started cycling about 7 years ago, especially to lose my kilograms. I'm not a born sportsman. I'm maybe now I'm looking like sportsman, but I always was fat. Always have problem with school with this. Always like goalkeeper. Always the worst person in sport. But I'm trying some bodybuilding. And about 7 years ago, I'm starting from 130 kilograms reduction. Of course, I was a dietitian. That it's ironic, yeah. And I start cycling at the start to lose my kilograms. And after this, I start about 20, 30 kilometers at one ride. First bike was cross bike, this bike with normal steering wheel. And the next, I like speed. That bike first road bike. It was really old, like 90 years, this retro bikes. And the next, step by step, I'm losing kilograms. Now I'm a 73 kilo guy, and it was like half of me, yeah, like it piece of me, yeah. Something
Well,
like this.
we Americans here, we're behind the times. We're old fashioned, Damien. We don't know what a kilogram is, but
I
uh,
can
I can
wait.
I know about what it is in my head, but you're fit. So was someone once in the last few days? I don't think it was you. I read somebody saying they're a they're a fat they're a thin person. How they said they're thin with a fat person inside them trying to get out. Which I
Uh,
think a lot of us understand that concept.
it was 286 pounds I starting. That my reduction, losing kilograms, and now I am 160. That was about
160. That's
it was
fighting. That's what
it
we
was
call
yeah,
fighting.
losing 140 pounds start cycling, yeah.
Well,
um,
I wouldn't have brought it up except you had pointed this out on your website. I noticed, and I thought that's kind of remarkable. So, well, how we got in touch with you? We saw that you were I believe, the 300K winner in the race around Poland. Correct?
yes, correct. But I'm not quite happy from my results. Of course, I beat Marco Baloh record, but the weather during this event was totally crappy. It was uh, really, really hot. Like I few time I'm looks like white people in a black suit. That's sweating a lot, and I'm died a few times during the road. I'm focusing to do this 315 because that was the finally road below 8 hours, but it was 8 hours 20 minutes. That for me, it was not so good result that I try to do.
Okay. We have now. I'm going to let you pronounce that name for us. Can you see it there on the screen?
Yes, I see.
Renata?
Yes, Renata Dobosh is my aunt.
It's your aunt. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Well, uh, we have aunts that appear here for Jim and I sometimes. So that's great. Glad to have you with us, Renata. If you got a chance, type in another comment. Tell us where you're from. So are you? So you're going to do? Did I understand your goal? You're going to do race around Poland again, the 300. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. It was one of my free race next year, which I planned.
Okay. Well, just let me say, we've said this before. I think the race around Poland, we followed it pretty closely through the racing of Giovanni Prosperi, who did the entire race. What is it? 2,500 kilometers? Is it about what it was? It? Do you remember, Damian? I don't remember.
This distance for this full race around Poland?
Yeah.
It's 3,600 kilometers.
3,600 kilometers. Kilometers. I should go.
Also, yeah.
At any rate, and we followed him around. I have to say that I don't think I've seen any race, particularly as a new race, maybe about the second year it was run, that was so well organized as a race around Poland. Raminsa had a tremendous amount of support team with him, I'm sure. And again, I've said that was the best tracker as a dot watcher I've ever seen. I would say if you're thinking about doing a race and you want to have a tracker, I would find out who did that and learn to do it from them, because they did a remarkable job. And I understand the cost for their tracking was relatively inexpensive compared with other trackers. So that was a remarkable job. Congratulations, Damian, to Poland for that job. And I'll bet you there's other people from Poland watching, and I'd like to hear from you. And if your English isn't that good, well, just type it out in Polish. We do have somebody on hand who can interpret for us, I think. Well, what are some of the other things that you've done besides race around Poland as far as ultracycling goes, Damian?
Till now, I took part in 12 ultramarathons, and from this 12, I win 10. One time I was at second place, one time at seventh place. And last year also, this year also, I tried to beat 24 hours record Christopher Strasser, but it was too much for me. I finished in 535 miles my attacked world record. And also I make Polish records on distance 300, 500, 20 hours and 24 hours, and that was enough for this year.
Yeah, I had this down here. You didn't achieve your goal, but you did set a Polish record for 300K, 500K, the 24-hour male, and the 18 to 49 age category. Did I get all that correct?
Yes.
That's kind of remarkable in and of itself. You're going to give that another go, aren't you?
Yes. Try. Yes, of course. I think that record of Christopher Strasser is really difficult, but it's the record which I can beat. Not next year, not 2 years later, but I'm quite sure that I did it. I will do this. and this is my goal for years, of course, because for me, it's third season of UltraCycling. Chris made his record after winning 8 times race across America. That he have really big experience. For me, it's third year. Of course, I was be able to make this same watts like Chris because he's 1026 kilometers he did with 265 watts. Also, I have this same this year goal to do. But of course, a lot of things is so important to do this record like this that this different. I have to improve, but I think the power was really okay. And of course, next year I try something different, but it's a goal for years. I think after 3-4 years, I will try next time to beat his record.
Talking to you before we went on the air and listening to you now, I get the feeling that you're the kind of guy that wants to win. Is that a
Yes.
fair statement? Just participating isn't quite enough for you.
Yes, I have totally different attitude, but I really respect every attitude because ultracycling is the sport that you can be that you have different goals. Yeah, one person have goal to do their first 1,000 kilometers. Different person to fight with own body and different person want to fight with different cyclists and beat records, do something like this. I'm in the third groups. For me, this 24 hours challenge is something which is suits to me. I love this. For me, it's really okay because in 24 hours are so important: aerodynamics, bikes, position, suit, watts, power, everything. After this 24 hours, like race across America, a lot of things are so important, like sleep. For me, it's totally difficult to think that I have to sleep when my opponent are cycling. I can't find this in my head to. I'm not quite sure if I can sleep when my opponent is cycling, something like this. I have totally different attitude, of course, because when I take part in events, I want to win, and this is the most important thing for me to win. But of course, it's not always like this. Sometimes I defeat, and this year I can talk to everyone that Christopher Strasser is totally better cyclist till now. But of course, I don't. I'm really focusing on my goals, and next year, I will try to improve me to be the better cyclist, to have better results. And for me, it's so important. No sacrificing something like this, but the results is the most important thing.
Well, that was so well put, Damian. And I think it's important that we understand that in the world of ultracycling, different people have different goals, and we respect all of them. That's what we've been trying to do here on the show. We've moved into a lot into the randonneuring, Damian, because even though, quote, it's not a race, it's still a major challenge to yourself. And that's what a lot of people do. And we're always glad to have some people who are out there to win, because that's what makes it really interesting. Hey, we will be watching, Damian, next year and watching for your name to pop up. We want to thank you for coming and talking to us today. It's been great. And we wish you well next year. We'd like to see records are made to be broken, Damian.
Next year, I will try to take part and, of course, win because it's my attitude in European Championship 24 hours in Croatia and this in World Championship in Borrego. That was my two important goals for next year, and I will take part in this event. Also, race around Poland 300. And next year I will focusing on this. Of course, I want to tell that I respect every attitude in cycling, in challenges. I like this that people have different attitudes, but this is mine, and I love this.
Yeah, well, hey, we're glad that you already answered a question. I said, are we going to see you here in the United States? So I know people will be looking forward. It's good to be able to introduce you to the World UltraCycling family, Damian, and glad to have you a part of it. We're so happy to see things developing so strongly in Poland. That's a great thing. I'm glad to see things developing over in Croatia. That's a good thing. And we hope to see UltraCycling just expanding all around the world. And you people in Poland are certainly helping that to happen. And all of Eastern Europe is doing a wonderful job. So thank you so much for being with us, Damian. We want to thank, I believe we got a comment popped up here. Yes. Monica Trend. Is that somebody you know?
Yes, she take part in my training, winter training on Zwift.
Okay.
We're training together.
Yeah, I'm glad to get these in because there's a little delay between the time you post a comment and time it shows up here on my computer. And we're glad to get that in there. And we have one more comment from Renata.
Yes. Yes. Love me.
And I have another comments are coming in all over the place here. Darlus?
Yes, Dariusz Kot.
Good luck. Hey, thanks all for getting in here. Like I've said before, it's always happens as soon as we're off the air, a couple comments show up because there's a little bit of delay, but we always try to get them all in here at the end and so forth. So thank you again very much, Damon, for being with you. Thank all of you for viewing. We particularly thank those of you who commented. Remember, next week we're going to be on the air at a little different time because we got to deal with the time differences here in Australia. So our show will be aired here in the United States at 8 p.m. on Saturday, which will be 2 p.m. on Sunday in New Zealand. And of course, both Facebook and YouTube make the adjustments. So when you look, if you've got the clock set right on your computer, the time should adjust properly for your part of the world. And of course, these are always recorded. You can watch them later at your convenience. So they'll be on next week. And we will be looking forward to hearing more about that. And I just turned myself off here. Here we go. Thank you again, Damian. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can, don't go away. We'll hang around for a little bit. We'll have a little closing here or have a little debriefing after we go off the air. So let's find our, the voice of UltraCycling magazine. I almost made that mistake there. Greg, and see if he's around here to help us get out of here.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.